Pelé, the eternal king of football. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, better known as Pelé, a name that didn't just signify a footballer, but the very embodiment of complete athletic genius. He was O Rei, the king, the young, smiling Brazilian whose skills were so revolutionary they compelled the entire world to recognize football as a universal language. Pelé's birth name was Edson, in honor of the American inventor Thomas Edison. He earned his nickname Pelé as a child. The story goes that he mispronounced the name of a locally popular goalkeeper, Bile. As Bile's name transformed into something like Pelé in his mouth, the nickname stuck, even though he initially hated it. The name, which began as a teasing term, later grew into a global, legendary symbol. Pelé rose from the poverty of Bauru, learning to play football as a child by using a sock stuffed with newspapers or a grapefruit. This humble training developed his unique first touch and ball control in tight spaces. His training also included special technique drills and balance exercises taught by his father, which laid the foundation for his later acrobatic ability. His talent, however, was so evident that he debuted professionally for Santos FC at just 15. Just a year later, at 16, he was already a member of the Brazilian national team. Pelé was physically perfect, fast, powerful, acrobatic, but his true genius lay in his game sense and imagination. He was equally skilled with both feet and was a masterful header, making him the most complete forward in history. Pelé's story was forever sealed at the 1958 World Cup in Sweden. He was only 17 then. After scoring a hat trick against France in the semifinal, it was a final against Sweden where he truly made history. The moment that proved his daring and technical ability occurred when he received a pass on his chest, turned his back to the defender, and then skillfully lobbed the ball over the defender's head, spun around, and finished with mid-air volley into the goal. It wasn't just a goal, it was a work of art, pure acrobatics. Brazil won the championship, and Pelé wept with joy and embrace of his teammates. The world had witnessed the birth of a king. The following years were years of Pelé's dominance. He led Santos FC to numerous championships, including 2 Copa Libertadores titles. He scored goals at an incredible rate, often multiple per match, making Santos one of the most popular teams in the world, touring globally to showcase Pelé's magic. Pelé was never one-dimensional. He could break through defensive lines with incredible speed, 100 meters in roughly 11 seconds, but was also capable of delivering no-look passes or backheel assists to open attackers. He was the perfect defensive nucleus. Although he was severely injured in both the 1962 and 1966 World Cups, his ultimate redemption and demonstration of greatness came at the 1970 World Cup in Mexico. This tournament was the zenith of his brilliance. He led a Brazilian team, often considered the greatest of all time, a squad filled with legends. Pelé was no longer just a scorer, but mature maestro and the team's playmaker. He dominated the game with 6 assists, more than anyone else in the tournament. He showcased his versatility in 3 unforgettable moments during the tournament. Against Czechoslovakia, he attempted a shot from his own half that just missed, an attempt that proved his limitless self-confidence. In the final against Italy, he rose higher than Bergnich to head the opening goal into the net with overwhelming physical force. Then, for the symbolic gem of the tournament, in the final goal of the match, he received the ball on the flank, drew 4 Italian defenders toward him, and then delivered a subtle, perfectly timed layoff pass to the oncoming Carlos Alberto. It was the ultimate display of selflessness and vision that sealed the championship for Brazil. With this, Pelé became the first and only player to win 3 World Cups. Pelé retired from the Brazilian national team and later moved to the United States to play for New York Cosmos, which significantly helped grow football's popularity in North America. His career statistics are staggering. He scored over 1,200 goals in total, a record nearly impossible to surpass. Pelé's influence reached far beyond the football pitch. His presence was so powerful that in 1969, a brief ceasefire was reportedly declared during the Nigerian Civil War, so people could watch him play in Lagos. He was an ambassador of goodwill and a global icon who used his fame for social causes. He constantly leveraged his position to combat racism and alleviate poverty, creating a legacy that extended far beyond the art of scoring goals. Pelé's career is defined by one word: perfection. He was a player ahead of his time, combining physical power, speed, and technical ability in a way that was entirely new. His legacy does not rest solely on his 3 World Cups or his countless goals and assists. Pelé's story is above all a narrative of how talent, humility, and joy, along with the uncompromising training ethic adopted even in childhood, can elevate a person from poverty to become a worldwide symbol of hope. Pelé is football, and he remains eternally O Rey, the king who taught the world to love the beautiful game.